Oh, hey. Hey, everybody. Ooh, fuck. thrown, thrown in it again. Higurashi when they cry. I guess this is our, winding down to the end of stream, because it's only me fronting playing this as the last game of the night. Hope everyone's doing okay. I think we've been having a little bit of a rough patch since we got back. But we did finish a game tonight, so that's also good. Or finished as much of a game that is available right now. Let's see. Always forget how to spell it. Higurashi, not when they cry. I know how to spell when they cry. I assure you. Okay, so last time, what happened last time? If I remember correctly, we played cards. We had a really good showing. It went down to me and Mion, and although Mion was kind of toying with me, we all had fun and everyone was engaged as if I actually had an edge. But I got extremely close to winning. Also, finally read into what happened with the dam, since no one in the village wants to talk about it. Because everyone's friendly till it comes up. And it kind of makes sense that they are, considering the dam's construction has only been halted and can resume at any time. So all the hard work they put into convincing the government, quote unquote, would feel like it went to waste if something they said ended up making it possible to go again. But then again, maybe they're just paranoid. Or maybe they have something to hide. Oh yeah, and we found out that the person whose body parts they still didn't all find worked for the dam, or worked towards the construction of the dam, and multiple villagers did it, and people just dismembered him into like 13 pieces, and everyone took a piece, like a fucking sharing a bot's lunch. They didn't eat it. They all disposed of it separately. So that stands to reason that the people that they caught, they only know the people that they caught that they found a piece for, I would assume. So if there's one piece still in the dump, then that means whoever killed the fucking manager or whatever of the construction site probably never got caught. They did say the person who like is most responsible was never found. So that makes a lot of sense. And the dump is a great place to hide shit. So at the end of last sesh, we looked at the event of the Hinamizawa Dam project, and seeing some of the mysterious circumstances that led to its halting. Let's look at the special tablet report. This is like this from the stack of magazines that I looked through, that my character looked through. Yeah, hey. Thorn did get really frustrated. but I'm here to pick up the slack. Nightmare befalls the Hinamizawa Dam. Alright, I keep forgetting that space makes it so I can see everything without the words. It really fucks with me that it says lynching. And I'm sure this is the fucking like translation or whatever. Like, I am not disparaging the translation necessarily, but lynching has a different connotation for me. So it's just, it ruffles my feathers a little bit, but at the same time, it is horror. It's supposed to make me uncomfortable. Although, they made me uncomfortable in a way that they didn't actually mean to. But whatever. It's not like people don't use lynching, or like the term lynch mob to describe getting deplatformed online, so it's not like people are that respectful in general anyway. Nightmare befalls the Hinamizawa Dam. Lynching and murder/dismemberment. In Et's month of Et's Day in Et's Prefecture at the Hinamizawa Dam construction site in Shishabone City, a bone-chillingly gruesome murder dismemberment. Even though this case has shocked the archipelago, the police will give no details on the case. Exactly what happened at the Hinamizawa Dam? They probably didn't mean to kill him at first. As the victim resisted by swinging around a shovel, the rest of the perpetrators armed themselves in return, and it quickly escalated to homicide. So said the aforementioned investigator A. After this bloody tragedy was over, they were left with a body which nobody thought was alive. Et's son had tormented the suspects daily with his rough behavior. At first, it was meant to be payback. All the perpetrators were horrified by their deed, and one even turned himself into the police. It was the de facto leader of the group. Oh. Etz who suggests a hide in the body. It was the de facto leader of the group, Etz who suggests a hide in the body. Okay, so that's not the same person who turned themselves in. It was just that those two sentences were right next to each other, so I just conflated them for a second. Reluctantly at first, they soon began to think they did not wish to be caught. The construction site had numerous places to hide the body with 6 people. Oh, just 6 people? Where'd they get the number 14 from? They were originally supposed to hide the body and leave the area, but the de facto leader feared that the consciences of the other 5 wouldn't be able to bear the burden, and came up with a horrifying method to keep them from turning him in to the police. He devised the heinous method of splitting up the body amongst them and making each of them responsible for hiding a piece. Etz turned a simple manslaughter into a gruesome dismemberment and forcibly involved each perpetrator in order to create a sense of unity between them. Each one participated. But what does this mean? Person A spoke out reluctantly. Etz ordered each and every one of them to dissect the piece for themselves. They were hesitant at first, but nobody refused. And for a penny and for a pound was what was meant. Thus, an unimaginable bloody ceremony began. The perpetrators wept and vomited as they performed the gruesome task. There was one person who stubbornly refused, but Etz threatened them, saying nothing would change if someone else ended up dead, and he gave up his objections. But Etz's plan collapsed in the span of one night. Etz, who had refused to dissect the corpse up until the last moment, had broken down into tears at the hospital where he was being treated for an injury sustained during the scuffle and confessed. The criminals were arrested one after another, but the de facto leader, Etz's whereabouts are still unknown. Also, the right arm hidden by Etz has yet to be found. Despite an ongoing search, this horrible individual has so far managed to elude law enforcement. What could the police be doing? I mean, police are bad at their job. What do you mean? Sorry, that's just me interjecting. It appears that Etz has said he was going to throw the body, right arm, into the marsh. Etz's car was discovered abandoned near the marsh, but there were no clues to his whereabouts. Etz didn't Etz didn't trust his companions. One cannot deny the possibility that he had executed his companions. Sorry, he expected his companions to confess to the police and use his car as a decoy. Of course, I doubt that theory. Since he has no car, one would expect him to have a limited area to which he could have escaped to. But within the station, there were rumors going around that he accidentally slipped and drowned in the marsh when he went to throw away the body. To the locals, the marsh is believed to be bottomless. It's known as Onikakushi, the ogre's abyss, and it's said that the bottom of the marsh is connected to the hellish world of demons. The atrocious demon from hell that was Etz. Could it be that he had returned to hell through the marsh? The Zegan Dragon, bringer of luck and fortune. Preposterous future. Ladies leaping into your arms. Business success. Promotions. Ambition. Protection from harm. Not just the pachinko and horse races, but business and even love. Guaranteed or your money back. Zijing Dragon Bracelet DX. One Piece. It is a tabloid after all. Alright, let's get into the episode proper. Chapter 4? The function of this school as an educational facility is very questionable. Our PE class is exceptionally disorganized. The only things we do together are the warm-ups at the start. The teacher isn't even there for that. Or they're not there after that at all. All we do is play together. No helping it. Everybody's a different age or gender. The only rule was that we have to stay on school grounds while exercising. All the little kids were gallivanting about. Well, they certainly are active. They might be getting plenty of exercise, but the Board of Education probably completely forgot about this school. Oh, the Board of Education probably completely forgot about this school. Sorry to keep you waiting. We're all together now. What shall we do today for PE? Alright, we have all our members gathered for now. Now then, class representative, what shall we do for PE today? What shall we do? Mion harumphed and crossed her arms haughtily, surveying the area. Explosive power and endurance. Explosive power and endurance. There are no friends in the world of sports. Everyone is a rival. The only thing you can trust is your own body. What the heck do you mean by that? You really read too much manga. I quipped without missing a beat. And so, we'll be taking a lesson from history. The tried and true king of all outdoor melee events. Let's play tag. It was quite the adorable choice to make after playing it up so much. Just what I was hoping for. That dunderhead Keiichi-san shall be the first one to be it. I won't be beaten. I'll try my best too. You can't beat me. Damn, I need water like a fish. I need water like a fish. I can't believe American education has made it there. I feel so bad for them. I'll try my best too. You can't beat me. Why are you guys all so into it? The third rule of our society. You must partake in the game, enjoying it without question. Then this counts as a club activity? Everyone smirked at each other. They all seemed pretty confident. I'm a shark. Physically, I should be able to keep up with any girls my own age. Regardless, Mion and Sadako looked like they were aiming for victory, and Reina was looking at me as if pitying my disadvantage. Fine. Tag. I'm in! My yell echoed across the school grounds. These were the rules. Anyone who was able to evade being tagged before the bell was a winner. But we didn't switch who was it. The ones who were tagged by it also became it. So the number of people who were it can increase exponentially. The endgame could become a hellish siege. They call the version we're playing here zombie tag, you see. I see. Anyone infected by a zombie turns into one. Why do you make it sound so scary, I wonder? As soon as I catch Reina, I'm gonna tear out her entrails while she's still alive. Gross! Ketchy-kun, that's gross! Oh, that's what I said. As soon as I catch Reina, I'm gonna tear out her entrails while she's still alive. Gross! Ketchy-kun, that's gross! I want to pour out more than your entrails, but we can start with those. Rika-chan placed her hand on Reina's head as she panicked. Don't worry. Before Ketchy gobbles you down, I'll eat you up gently. Rika, that isn't comforting at all! Both Mion and I nodded deeply. Mm-hmm. So, the first it. How do you decide who's the zombie? With rock, paper, scissors? Well, it is class time after all. Let's decide by answering questions. I'll answer the questions, and the one who isn't able to answer is the zombie. I have no idea which grade level they're coming from. What does the Japanese word roku mean? Huh? I was bewildered by the sudden question. Oh, sorry, roku. What does the Japanese word roku mean? So you need to answer. What's roku in English? It's, sits? How about kurishita? Socks. What's the third to last letter in the alphabet? It's X. What does Sibetsu mean? Of course I know what that is. Saeko cut herself off before finishing the answer. I see. It's quite a lewd question. You're an adult, aren't you? Of course you know what it is, right? I certainly do. Of course I know. Then go ahead and say it. That, you know. That. What does that mean exactly? Oh, Saeko looks like she's in trouble. How cute. Don't take her home, it's a crime. If I didn't nip it in the bud, she really might have tried to take her home. Mion's pursuit was relentless, making Sadako stammer. Now then, go ahead and say it. Nice and loudly. What does that mean? I don't know. I know. That means a person, thing, idea, action, or event which has been previously indicated in context. Oh, that's to help us English users understand, because the that is like a part is like a is basically a word that's referencing the subject without using the subject's name again. Huh? All of us were a bit surprised by Rika-chan's unexpected answer. Oh, no. I took it literally. No, that's what she actually said. That's really interesting. Oh, log. That means a person, thing, idea, action, or event which has been previously indicated in context. Huh? All of us were a bit surprised by Rika-chan's unexpected answer. I see. It certainly is what that means. That could have been awkward. I wonder what I would have done in Sadako's position. I'd probably get ticked off and just blurt out the you-know-what at the top of my lungs. I wouldn't want you as an enemy, Mion Sonozaki. Thank goodness you were born a girl. If you were a boy, you'd probably be a perverted asshole. Fun fact, she is a perverted asshole! Gender has nothing to do with it. It appears I have no choice. Unfortunately, I, Sadako Hoju, shall assume the role of the zombie. I shall eat everyone. Seems like she's raring to go. All I must do is count to 100, correct? Some jerks skip numbers while counting to 100. Some jerks skip numbers while counting to 100, so you can start chasing after you solve this problem. Well, Keiji-kun, give her a simple one, okay? 1/5 of a cake, 1/6 of a cake, and 1/7 of a cake are all on a plate. Oh no! There are no common denominators! Sadako grabbed a stick in a panic and began drawing a cake in fractions on the ground. If Sadako, who can eat one cake in 60 seconds, eats all of them, how many cakes are left on the plate? Just as I finished giving the word problem, Mion shouted, "Ready, go!" On Mion's signal, everyone but Sadako scattered. Kichi-kun, that wasn't a problem at all, was it? Sadako had already lost the moment she started working it out. She's eating it all, so of course there's nothing left on the plate. Everyone dashed off in the direction they thought was best. Knowing the lay of the land, they probably headed right to the best spots. It was obviously I was at a disadvantage. At a time like this, it would have been more effective to go along with those trained in survival skills. Like Mion, for example. The fact that I didn't realize that at the start of the game probably hurt my chances. Glancing back over the school grounds, I saw Sadako just rising up to start. She was really, really mad. She got tripped up on such a dumb question. I stood at one of the corners of the school. I had clear sight lines in two directions and would probably have a good response time if any zombies started closing in. For the time being, I caught my breath and focused on what I was trained to think during club activities yesterday. Now think calmly, Kechi Minabara. If I was it, what would I do? Increasing my numbers would be the shortcut to victory. Then going after the weakest player first is the obvious plan of attack. Meaning, me! Now then, where could Kichi-san possibly be? I shan't let you escape. But of course, what would be the best method to track me down? Footprints or smell? Or maybe some type of trail? If I could craftily hide my tracks, then there would be no trail for Sayako to follow. But I was no detective. Would I even be able to do that kind of thing in an amateur game like this? Tomita! Okamura! Have you seen Kachi-san? Oh. Tomita? Tomita, Okamura, have you seen Kachi-san recently? What the heck? Do zombies hunt their prey by asking nicely where they went? Tomita-kun and Okamura-kun pointed to the direction I was hiding. After confirming she was heading in this direction, I abandoned my position. It certainly wasn't easy to hide myself with all those little kids running around as they pleased. It was becoming even more obvious that I was at a disadvantage from not being familiar with these surroundings. If that's how it was gonna be, then to confront this intelligence-gathering zombie, I just countered it in a similar vein. I approached some girls playing with a ball. I'm sorry, but could you relay this message? Tell Sayako Hoju their parents are at the gate, please. Message, ah. Okay. I stopped the girls as they turned to run off. Wait, don't go yet! Also take this one to Mio Sonozaki. Tell the teacher is calling her to the gate. I am quite the schemer if I do say so myself. If things went well, then Sayako and Mio will run into each other at the gate. It'll put me at a disadvantage if more people were it, but this was Mio we were talking about. She'd figure out a way to escape, but that was just fine, as long as it bought me more time. Dance for me, Mion and Sadako! Dance, puppets! In the palm of my hand! Having my fill of playing the con man, I looked for a place to hide. If you think about it logically, I'd only bought myself a scant amount of time, and it might only come back to bite me. Once it became apparent I started spreading false information through messengers, I could end up being the recipient of one of those messages. Sayako would probably ask the messengers to help her look for me. That would mean there would be more zombies than participants in the game. The virus that was brought about by my mischief would cause an epidemic. All my classmates will transform into zombies and will only be searching for me! This tactic might backfire horribly. While trembling at the thought of impending dawn of the dead, I began searching for a safe house. I found a shed by the incinerator behind the school. After climbing up to the roof, I held my breath. It wasn't a bad place to hold out. Not only did I have a good line of sight, but if necessary, I could jump off in 3 different directions to escape. It was getting rowdy down there. The lower gates were running around below the shed. Minabar-san isn't around. Is he over there? Nope. Where's Kechi-san, I wonder? His dad is at the front gate. That was definitely a lie. The word gate, the same one I'd used, gave a hint of revenge. So Mio was behind this. I was still keeping one step ahead of the game. I felt bad for my underclassmen, but they had to search until the school bell. Hey, do you know where Kechi-san is? His mom suddenly got really sick. A message from Minabar-san. They said his house caught on fire and he needs to come to the gate. A jumbo jet fell on Minabar's residence. The police have come to question him. Anything goes now. They say he enjoys peeping into bathrooms. Hello? Is it true he's going around every night stealing panties? What were they talking about? I don't steal panties, I swear. No way I would do that. I see. I heard the class representative Mion was a victim too. What? Ugh! That was your doing, Mion. It looked like you were zooming in on your neck with that zoom in. Sometimes my zoom ins are ill placed. Calm down, Keiichi Minabara. This is Mion's battle tactic to flush me out. Just hold on. If my underclassmen thought about it logically, they would know it's all nonsense. But small kids don't think about things logically. To them, all those things are true. So they all chuckle together while looking for me. I win. I win, Mion. It's my victory. Wiping unrelenting tears away, I feel intoxicated by my own victory. Did you hear? I heard the new transfer student Minabara-san is a really perverted person. The cost of being Mion had too high a price. Ugh. Oh, someone passed below. That's Reina and Rika-chan. Rika-chan, you're still okay? I'm getting by somehow. It seems Mi-chan is it as well. Mion? It couldn't be. She become it because of my little strategy? This confirmed that Mio was behind this relentless message war. Then, this wasn't good. We finally got away from Mi-chan, but Sayako-chan, Sayako was searching around the pipes, so we should be safe here for a while. Upon hearing that, I breathed a sigh of relief. While Reina was slumped on the ground, breathing heavily, Rika had started creeping up to her. Rika-chan doesn't normally make noise when she walks, but it's strange. It couldn't be. Whoa! Rika-chan? What is it? What is it? Huh? Don't worry. I had never seen Rika-chan smile so creepily before. Why are they coming closer? Why? Rika-chan isn't a zombie, is she? Don't be scared. I'll be sure to eat you gently. No way! Rika-chan, you too? No, Okay, I read that wrong. I wasn't sure if they were faking me out and were coming to kill me. Don't worry. Why are you coming in closer? Why? Rika-chan isn't a zombie, is she? Don't be scared. I'll be sure to eat you. Gently. No! No way! Rika-chan, no! Ah! Reina was pressed against the wall, and Rika-chan lurched forward with both arms out, just like a zombie. Reina quacked with her back brushed up against the wall. Sorry, quaked. Reina quaked with her back pushed up against the wall. It was quite a surreal scene of horror. Like one of those zombie breakout videos you'd see. At that moment, Reina's eyes met mine. Keiichi-kun, save me! Zombie Rika-chan! I'm mixing up the voices. Keiichi-kun, save me! Zombie Rika-chan turned 180 degrees, Exorcist style, and glared at me. Found him. I see Kei-chan. Mion popped out from behind a cinder block wall around the garbage dump, also seeing where I was. My position was only advantageous when there was one zombie. Being surrounded was not as good. You say you located Keiichi-san? I could tell the Sayako was rushing my way. It seemed that Rika-chan had let Reina escape, and now she was baring her fangs in my direction. Oh, oh. Come on down, Kei-chan. The three zombies circled the shed, moaning curses. You guys are scary! Too scary! I wonder how Keiichi-san's guts taste. Keiichi-san. Keiichi, I want you to become one of us. Someone please save me! I saw Reina apologizing to me from across the schoolyard. An apology. Sorry. Leaving me for dead? Reina! I leapt off the roof out of fear, slipping as I landed. Saiko and Rika jumped on top of me, and after straddling me... Tickle me! Stop! Stop! So, this means Reina is still left. There isn't much time until the bell. Damn you, Reina! How dare you leave me for dead! The feelings of a zombie. I understand how vengeful ghosts with lingering regrets felt. It's so sad. But Keiichi is one of us now. It felt like I'd been bitten by a vampire and was now one of their thralls. It was a strange feeling being welcomed over to the side that had pursued me. Zombie tag is quite profound. There's no time to postulate! We must capture Reina! The principal is walking down the hall. The bell will ring soon. To devour Reina, I, who had been turned into a demon of vengeance, needed to use any means necessary. Except I wasn't just a zombie. I was a master of the night. A vampire. Using the same trick that had tightened the noose around my own neck, I used my classmates to further my own evil designs. I gathered up the lower grades from around the school grounds. Everyone listen. Reina's in big trouble. All of you please look for Reina. It's a bigger problem than a jumbo jet crashing into your... Oh. It's bigger than a jumbo jet crashing into your family's house? Oh yeah. It turned out that it hadn't it. Mio whistled nonchalantly, trying to avoid the blame. Yeah, it's not even in the same league as jumbo jets. What fell on Reina's house was a space colony! A space colony? Yeah, it's a really big disaster. Everything in a 100-kilometer radius was obliterated. But that's only the prelude to this tragic tale. This is the beginning. The start of a war for independence by the proprietary of Zion. The lower grades were dumbfounded, their eyes like saucers at the grand turn of events. What will happen? Will the Terran Federation lose? If things go on like this, they will. Only one person can defeat the Red Comet. That person is Reina Ryugu. The lower grade students all gulped. It seemed I made them fully understand that the fight for Earth was now lost without Reina. Now scatter, comrades! We must find Reina. My comrades in the lower grades let out an enthusiastic cheer and dashed off in various directions around the school grounds. There was still one person who hadn't gone. But I thought even the Terran Federation's Impulse Wave Diffusal Cannon didn't work on the Comet Empire. You're close. That's the white variety of those comets. The reason it didn't work was because they didn't know the weak point. Of course, Reina knows their weak point all too well. Ryuga-san is amazing. Satisfied with that, he also rushed off to look for Reina. It does seem like there are some promising up-and-comers among the youngsters. Little K-chan's abilities. This old man knows them better now. It didn't really feel like she was complimenting me, but whatever. Really though, how exceptional, Kechi-san. This looks quite promising. If I had this many, if we have this many, we can win. With this many, we will win. I was thinking that Keiichi would have been a better nominee for the initial zombie. Rika-chan's words stung a bit, but let it slide for now. Not even Reina will be able to escape the entire class. As a result of everyone's thorough search, Reina was finally cornered in the back of the sports equipment shed. You're all scary. Kechi-kun too. So scary. It probably was scary being chased around by the entire student body. All the lower grades closed in on Reina, saying she was the only one who could save the world. What are you all saying? I can't control a mech? Reina! How could you leave me for dead? Are you ready to pay for it? I'm sorry about that, Kechi-kun, but I didn't have a choice. How could you? Do not resist. Let yourself be devoured. Let's all be together. Now, Reina, say your prayers. Reina had stumbled into a mat, trembling with tears in her eyes. I closed them. Associating this situation with a similar, particularly immoral one made my pulse quicken just a little bit. Serious face. Saiko and Rika-chan were both wiggling their fingers. They probably wanted to tickle Reina. Reina, wanting no part of what she knew was about to happen, went stiff with fear. Keiichi-kun, you wouldn't do mean things like everyone else. Would you? Would you? I wonder. Now then, are you ready? Okay. So long as this Keiichi-kun. The face she made as she resigned herself to her fate made my heart skip a beat. I believe that Keiichi-kun won't do horrible things to me. Body won't move. Body won't move. There had to be some sort of anti-zombie mantra. The second my sense of reason chimed in, the beast inside me died instantly. There was the bell. Game over. Yay! I did it! I did it! I survived! Yay! Yay! Reina pranced around merrily as if a curse had been broken. Huh. So, daylight broke in the nick of time and the evil zombie army disintegrated into dust. And so, the heroine survived. Well, that's how it goes in the movies anyway. What are you postulating about? This is all because Keiichi-san was dawdling about. What are you postulating about? This is all because Keiichi-san was dawdling. Punishment is required. I was subdued by Sadako and Rika-chan, and once again sentenced to death by 100 Forgive me! Then the award for surviving goes to Reina Ryugo and Mio Sonozaki. Yay! Huh? Mi-chan wasn't a zombie? Only pretended to be one. They say you need to deceive your allies before you can deceive the enemy, you know. Oh, Mio, you little. Yeah. Hurry up and change, alright? Don't be late for the next class. Let go of me, Sadako! Rika-chan! Having had my fill of being terrified to my very core by club activities, I solemnly swear I would have Mion crying for mercy next time. Higurashi, when they cry? When they cry. I feel like I hit you in the king zone with critical damage. Oh yeah, this is up and down like so much stuff we love. Love tickling. I think for the thumbnail to this VOD, I'm gonna draw either myself being tickled or the cast plus me tickling Reina. Because I'm just so into the scene. It's also really good writing. It's like anything could like, you know, push buttons to a degree, right? Even without it meaning to. But that was definitely meant to push certain types of buttons. This is not an eroge, but it flirts with the idea sometimes. Tickling is adorable. And to answer the question from before, I am not a panty thief. I am a panty phantom thief of hearts. I always leave my calling card. After arriving home, I quickly made preparations to head out once again. I agreed to meet with Reina to dig Colonel Sanders out of the mountain of treasure from before. Mom, do we have work gloves? I need towels too. Aren't they in the shed out back? The towels are by the sink. Alright, now I was all ready. Looking at me, my mom stared quizzically. What's going on, Keiichi? Where are you headed off in that getup? If they came to dump again illegally, if they come to dump again illegally, he'll be buried completely and it'll be impossible to dig him out. And if that happens, Reina will undoubtedly go after the Colonel Sanders in front of the fried chicken place in town. A bit of excavating, so my classmate doesn't become a criminal. Well, don't be out too late. Mom returned to the kitchen with a puzzled expression on her face. Damn. Dyslexia got hands. I am a very big goofy goober. Yes, thank you for noticing. Cutting through the woods as a shortcut to the dam site, I ran into someone. It was Tomitake-san. Probably taking pictures of wild birds again with that precious camera of his. It couldn't be that all he took pictures of was handsome young men in the twilight. I mean, I love my gay as much as the net shark. Hey, long time no see. Keiichi-kun, right? My due regards. I had spelled the rude imagery from my head and greeted him without inciting anything. Oh, Keiichi was being homophobic. By the way, was that girl an acquaintance of yours? He was probably talking about Reina. Guessing by the way Tomitake-san was shaken up. What was that all about? What was that all about? She was walking around with an axe. And she was laughing with a huge smile across her face. That was Reina, without a doubt. It was probably because she could take it home today, so she couldn't hide her excitement. I hit myself because I thought it might be dangerous. Should I call the cops to be safe? Well, it certainly would be quite the spectacle for a girl of her age to be roaming around with an axe. Tomitake-san's reaction was the epitome of logical. It's fine, it's fine. Just leave her to me. She's just wandering around looking for more victims. Tomitake-san was alarmed by my crass response. Well, it's probably hard for normal people to understand, Reina. Fucking normies. I'll just toss a bunch of BS out there. If you were to be killed out here, she'd probably be the one to do it. Try not to snoop too much around here. With a condescending smirk, I stared off in the direction of the damn site where Reina was waiting. Before I got too far, Tomitake-san abruptly called out to me. Kechi-kun, is that meant to be a warning for an outsider like me? I didn't mean that seriously. I did try to make it obvious, but... I'll try my best to be careful. Leaving those words behind, Tomitake-san turned around and left. I didn't really mean to call him an outsider. I wasn't really implying anything when I said that. I was just being edgy. It was only meant to be a joke, but I felt like I had said something bad. I guess he doesn't really feel welcome here. I guess that makes sense. I may have felt the same way about jokes like that when I first moved here. But I'm so used to it. If he keeps coming around, maybe he'll see what makes this place so great. Hey, hey, hey. I have my own Pampers? Well, actually I don't. We're actually wearing our last one. But I don't need to steal Pampers. I mean, actually a lot of my friends wear Pampers, so I only sometimes... Never mind. Kechi-kun! I was waiting for you. Let's try our best today. I understood what Tomitake-san was trying to say. Somebody gallivanting about while waving an axe around certainly would seem dangerous. You should cover the axe with something when you have it around in public. It's not good to carry it around out in the open like that. It seems that I lost it, so there isn't one. Thinking about it, there really was no need to try to keep up appearances. Everyone in Hinamizawa probably already knew about Reina's eccentricities. She's probably the only person who could carry an axe around Hinamizawa and not be considered suspicious. Ah well, let's finish this today. If we burst through this last beam, we should be able to pull him out. I've got everything I need. Leave it to me. Okay. I took the axe from Reina and made my way up the unstable slope. Just wait, Colonel Sanders. Kechi-kun will save you. Alright, get back. I'll finish this in one go! Ah! A solid thwack rang throughout Hinamizawa, as if the job was being done by a lumberjack. How is it? Oh. How is it? Think you can do it? If it looks too hard, you don't have to strain yourself. If I can break through this, then we'll be good. I have plenty of power today. I can do it. But this adversity was more formidable than I expected. First of all, I never used an axe before. During a school camping trip, I wanted to split the wood, but I lost at rock, paper, scissors and wasn't able to do it. Because the spot where I was standing was so unstable, I soon became tired. I decided to take a break. Reina already spread out a tarp and laid down some tea and sweets. I'm fine. Oh, I'm fine. I'm almost there. I'll make sure Reina can give Colonel Sanders a goodnight kiss tonight. Yeah, but thanks. Giving Colonel Sanders a goodnight kiss. Oh. Come to think of it, Reina, you're a transfer student too, right? Where'd you live before? I asked her nonchalantly while drinking tea. I had thought she lived here all her life. In Kanto. It wasn't as rural as it is out here, but it was still out in the countryside. Why'd you move out here? Tinamozawa, I mean. You know this is pretty far out in the boonies. Why'd you move here? Does that have to do with your dad's work? Dad said... Oh. Oh, okay. Why'd you move out here? Tinamozawa, I mean. You know, this is pretty far out in the boonies. Why did you move here? Does that have to do with your dad's work? Dad said he wanted to move out to a studio. He'd been saying for a while that somewhere deep in the mountains like this would be perfect. Studio? Is your father an artist or something? He paints scenery. Seems that twice a year he opens a gallery for the stuff he does. When he started, his works were displayed in an industry plaza in Tokyo, but now they're exhibited in the Makuhari Messe. He's determined to have them displayed in the Waterfront International Exhibit Hall. That's amazing! Let me see them next time. I was too embarrassed to tell her that I didn't really know what kind of pictures my father painted. Well, eventually I would. I picked myself up while giving some vague answers. But you transferred in the middle of the semester, didn't you? Wasn't that a hassle? Not really. I was getting bored of the city anyway. I was trying to get an answer from Reina, but I ended up being the one giving out all the answers. With a bit of a wry smile on my face, I grabbed the handle of the ads and headed back to the worksite. Taking interest in someone else can be a great way to deflect. I'm doing okay. How are you, Del? Hope you're surviving alright. The air grew colder as the sun slowly set. The Higurashi began their song, as if to tell me to stop and head home for the day. Just a bit more. Today, I would end it. When I first started, I chatted with Reina as I worked, but now I didn't have that luxury. Hiya! You little... Damn it! I swung the axe countless times today, just like this. Contact. Shards of wood splintered. The assailants butchered the victim's body with hatchets and pickaxes. I recall that passage from the tabloid. One hit with something like this would smash someone's head in. Axes and pickaxes are not meant to be swung at people. Ever. With one last swing, the beam cracked apart. The weight I put behind the axe not only split through the beam, but smashed the statue's shoulder as well. The arm came off with a sickening thud. It clattered down noisily, stopping at my feet. What's the matter? Are you hurt? Sorry. The figure's arm, it broke off. Oh, that's all? I thought Kachi-kun was hurt. I probably had a really guilty look on my face. Reina said that without a hint of dismay as she smiled. We just need to tape it back on and put a coat of paint over him. Nobody will even notice. I see. Well, let's pull him out then. Can you get that side? Okay. Seems they haven't been able to find one of the arms, you see. I laughed dryly at how pathetic I was for considering the arm flopping down, rolling to my feet to be such a bad omen. Both Raina and Mion knew how sickening that incident was, so they pretended they didn't know. I looked it up all by myself, and shamefully enough, I was scared. You're pathetic, Keiichi Maebara. Alright, Raina. Let's do this in one go. Ready? And... Wow! We did it! We did it, Keiichi-kun! Yay! The right time to give 3 cheers. That moment of 2 days of work bearing fruit. He who was brought to Hinamizawa covered in filth to meet his end. Instead, we were able to welcome him back. You're pretty lucky, Colonel Sanders. Your new master is a pretty decent person. Wow, Colonel Sanders. He really is cute. It didn't matter that he was dirty. Raina nuzzled him cheerfully with her cheek. Oh, it reminds me of that, our stuffed Triceratops that we, rescued. I was dead tired, but seeing Raina's happy face made it all worth it. I hope you carry it back. It'll be bad if it gets dark. Yeah, right. I really want to thank you, Keiichi-kun. I won't forget this. Think really hard about what you want me to do to repay you, okay? Whoa. I wonder what kind of repayment. Oh, wait, what? Oh, okay, I reversed it. I won't forget this. Think real hard about what you'll do to repay me, okay? Whoa. I wonder what kind of repayment. I wonder. For now, I just hold back my evil cackle. For films, something like that is ominous as fuck. Because for a lot of guys, the special favor is sets. It's always sets. However, Keiichi-kun seems like a decent guy. And although he definitely has lustful thoughts at Raina, and some of his other classmates, to varying degrees, I feel like he respects Raina as a person and would not do that. If I was in his position, I would use it to just get a picnic all to myself, though. Honestly, that could be seen inappropriately. Maybe something a little bit more public so she feels safe. Although, at the same time, country girl, if something happens, her dad will probably kill me with an axe anyway. Just got done with a campaign session. Oh, like D&D? Nice. The smell of sulfur, chlorine, and rotting meat permeates. Ew. We were ready to take it to our house, but we couldn't go like this. We rolled the statue up in a tarp and lifted him. And so Jack and Jill went down the hill carrying a human-sized bag and an unsheathed axe. I prayed that we wouldn't run into Tomitake-san. If he saw us here and took a picture, we'd need to get rid of him. Aww. Was that meant to be a warning for an outsider like me? Something struck me as odd about the words Tomitake-san, unable to grasp my sense of humor, had left behind. Higurashi, when they cry, where will you be? Receive new tips. For anything? Save. End of chapter 4. So we actually only got one tip this time. So I'm actually gonna save it for next week. If we only get one tip at the end of next week's chapter, then we'll end with a tip. They're not actually tips. I don't know why they're called tips. I think that it's kind of like extra context that makes you understand things. So it's not a tip in a mechanical sense, but a tip in a narrative sense, especially considering the mystery nature of this game. Alright. That was a quick chapter. Wow. Very quick, yeah. Thanks for watching. We're about to gear for the raid, so folks feel really like they want to make someone feel a little bit better or more good. If you feel like staying for the raid to give another streamer a bit of encouragement, that'd be pretty cool of you. But if you just head out, that's fine too. I hope that I see you next week when the cicadas sing their song. Yep, tip is in clue. Exactly right. Okay, let's see who we're gonna raid.